What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Scyushi, and we're back into more Trove, Tired Dad Gaming, and we've got Luxion today. Also, I should point this out that until March 30th, we actually have every bonus going on right now, so now's the time to log in and get grinding, gamers. Now, something that I gotta mention, just because if this might be your first time catching one of these Luxion videos in quite a while, I essentially talk about Luxion stuff and then afterwards use it as an opportunity to kind of catch you guys up on real life stuff as well as plans with the channel and so on and so forth. Let's see if the Curio merchant has anything new and different. He does. Are these just allies? I assume. What is this teapot? Because if these are just allies, then I don't really care. Why? Huh. Are these... Wait, these got to be props then. Yeah. Right? Surely. Okay, what about the just tea in general? Tea table? Flower pot? What is happening? What are all of these? And why aren't they here? Let me just grab this one because I got the qubits and screw it. It did give me mastery and it is an ally in fact, so I don't know why it doesn't show the others when I search it. Broken game. Anyway, let's check out Luxion's inventory. Ew. Ugh, okay, it's just a bunch of allies. That's kind of gross. Well, anyway, swap to the ice stage so I don't have to change anything on my main character there. Lunar Knighted. This is going to end up being an event ally, which means that you can only buy one of them and you can't sell it. But it's a Qubesly, so they're fun because if you do slash dance, he's going to end up doing like a heavy metal rock, or in this guy's case, he's going to point down Dark Souls style. Then we got the Qbearis. This is yet another event item. Also, it's another Qubesly. It's from the Shadow's Eve event, so gonna be quite a while before you can end up getting your hands on him legit when the event ends up coming around Halloween. Then there's also going to end up being the ally Chippy, which I didn't even know that I had this guy because he's pretty disgusting. 75 dragon coins is pretty steep. Yeah, and nobody actually likes him, so no surprise there. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, just because it's kind of like my logo. Not really, though. Then there's Sabaddar. Sabaddabadoo. This used to be a free-to-play item. I don't see... Is really nobody selling this? Yeah, okay, there we go. So 850k is not worth 100 dragon coins. No surprise, this is an item that was earned for free back in the day. And frankly speaking, it's just a stag. So who cares? It doesn't even, like, it doesn't look cool at all, but whatever. Then there's the Throne of Dark Spirits. Now, this might be worth something just because it's an item that a lot of people always thought looked really cool. No, that's not worth it. It's really not worth it. The main thing is if something's going to end up being 100 dragon coins, I've seen items go up to like maybe 1 to 2 mil as the average price. But even then, do you really want to spend 100 dragon coins on that? Anyways, it's just going to end up being this. Why is my game being choppy? What's happening? Is somebody hacking or is just this game garbage? Probably both, actually. But yeah, anyway, it's got weird VFX that follow you instead of being stuck on the ground. I don't know why. Then we've got the Luxion style stash. So in the style tab of weapons, hats, whatever, you see all these different categories. The Luxion style stash is going to unlock a seasonal event pinata or Luxion equipment style that you don't already own. With the pinata hats in particular giving you like 10 mastery and everything else just giving you 1 mastery, so it's not really worth it. There's also the Streamer Dream box, and this is the Streamer Dream 1 box, which means that it's going to end up potentially having the best ally in the game, the best boy, which is mine, the Playful Scytheling. Yeah. I still remember very fondly watching the dev stream when they showed this off and were talking about it because they actually went above and beyond, because I don't know if they ever ended up like talking to me about it other than I just told them. The only thing that they asked was like what ally I wanted it based on, and I just said Qubesly just because of how stupid Qubesly's dance was. And then like whoever designed it actually like made the hood red Not because they looked at my logo, because they saw me in a red shirt all the time that I used to wear in my videos. And it's just, okay. But anyways, it was just, I don't know. It's a cool time back in the day, especially because I was the only YouTuber that ever ended up getting an ally. Otherwise, they always reached out to Twitch streamers instead for whatever reason, despite the fact that Trove is more so covered on YouTube. And then there's the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul. So as you consume these, they're going to end up giving you a whole bunch of this different mastery, as you can see right here, which gives you a lot of different items, including the Golden Hoard Dragon Ling, which is a really good starter ally. But then there's also going to end up being the various dragon forms of Luxion. I mean, you guys know at this point, it's not really anything new or exciting. Here's the cookie cutter dragon. Here's the one that has wings and can fly. And finally, here's the maxed out form that can not only fly, but can also shoot fireballs. Anyways, let me start doing some dungeons here to grind my daily while we talk about real life stuff. So firstly, if you haven't caught up with my recent videos, namely my vlog, I have a son. My son was born on March 5th, and it's been pretty crazy ever since. The entirety of being a dad now has been pretty crazy just because my instincts as a father almost immediately kicked in. Lots of weird things where suddenly it's like, oh, if I hear a vacuum cleaner at the right frequency, it sounds like my son crying, and I instantly start looking around for him. And it's lots of just very strange, like, I'm very observant and can very well easily notice that this was not something that I had beforehand. But as far as just day-to-day living is concerned, it's been okay. Like, we're both pretty tired, the wife and I. Most of all, just because baby Leon, that's his name. If you haven't checked out the vlog, go check it out. I'm still working on the second vlog, which will be soon TM. Okay, I'm just gonna have those videos come out when they're done. But yeah, suffice to say, he is a goblin child, just like his father, where he's up at night and he kind of has a very unorthodox feeding schedule where sometimes he'll sleep for like 4 or 5. Last night he slept for like 6 hours before he started screaming for food, like, I'm hungry. And that was really nice because it gave us the opportunity to kind of just chill and sleep for a longer period of time, because otherwise sometimes he'll just wake up in like an hour or two and be like, I'm hungry. And it just, I don't understand. But suffice to say, it's just a matter of routine. Or should I say, it's not like we have a routine. It's as routine as it can be. Like, the routine is just change baby diaper, feed baby, give him attention when he needs Velcro baby, which is like when he starts whining, but he doesn't need anything. All of his needs are met. He just wants to be held by somebody. So other than that, it's inconsistent with the times that all of that happens, and that's what's kind of keeping us at a point of constant exhaustion, which is something that I think we just kind of get used to. Like, everybody keeps saying, oh yeah, that doesn't go away, and it's like, okay, fun. But I've been able to kind of balance the YouTube side of things at the same time. Leading into the next main conversation here is how is it going to end up affecting the channel. So I've kind of briefly talked about this in my previous videos, like previous Luxion video or two, where I have had scheduled videos ready for you guys over these past few weeks. Like, this entire month, most of the videos were already scheduled because I recorded in bulk before Leon was born. And I still have a few videos scheduled for you guys, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I am very quickly catching up to those scheduled videos, and I don't have an answer for it. Like, what I essentially mean is very, very soon, like in a week or two, all of these random indie game videos are going to stop. And a lot of the Path of Exile videos and the Trove videos in particular will stop if they haven't already. And then I don't have anything recorded. I don't have anything else ready for you guys, which is why I've been doing the live streams every now and then, because live streams are a lot easier for me. I want to get things prepared and bulked up for you guys and ready. But over the past week or past 10 days and counting, we've had my mother-in-law, Mariko's mom, has been here visiting, which has been really nice. But also, it means that we're kind of in host mode right now. And so the wife and I can't really get our own routine back in place. What limited routine we even started building upon with Baby Leon has now been kind of, oh, well, you know, we got to entertain, we got to do this or that or the other thing, you know. And it's not like I'm complaining. I'm just stating the fact that it might take a little while before the videos get a little bit more under control, just because once the wife and I can kind of just chill and take things at our own pace, then I can start focusing on it a bit more. Long story short, I just ask that you guys be patient with me and really support my videos if you can, like watch my videos without ad block. You know, the members of the channel are already very much appreciated. You know who you are, as well as the donators that happen every now and then with the super chat. I mean, seriously, you guys, now it's not a joke. I can say you're going to put my child through college. But suffice to say, I'm very appreciative of the positivity and support that I've gotten from you guys, not only just over the years, but in particular right now, because the channel is going to slow down substantially. And I don't know if it's ever going to end up getting back up to every single day videos. I mean, it might after a while. I really can't say at the moment, which kind of leads me into my next thing, which is the fact that I don't really have any planned content for Trove. I still have a huge list of video ideas that I can focus on, but generally speaking, because live streams are so much easier for me to approach, it's so much easier to just live stream for like an hour on Trove, then that is going to end up being very easy content that I can deliver to you guys. However, there is hints of a new Trove update coming. Apparently the devs have said, I owe a big shout out to my buddy Naxi, who ended up basically asking the devs about a roadmap for Trove, and essentially the devs ended up responding to him stating that they wanted to become a little bit more transparent with new updates. I'll believe it when I see it. But they also said that they have a community letter that's planned for the first week of April, which will hopefully hint towards the next update and also talk about why the next update has been delayed, which I think we all kind of know at this point. The duping just became so out of control so quickly that the devs kind of had to shift gears and focus on that, because otherwise we would have definitely had the next big update in March, because we've always had the big updates for Trove in March. Suffice to say, when that newsletter comes out, and if the next update is actually soon TM, it means that I might actually have something worth covering in Trove that isn't just me treading old ground with remaking old tutorials. But okay, let's talk about other games. Assassin's Creed Shadows, I beat it. There's not much reason for me to cover it on the channel anymore. I'm going to be putting my Assassin's Creed Shadows review out today for you guys. I had planned on getting it out a couple days ago, but unfortunately, you know, baby life and all of this stuff, it got delayed, okay? And again, that's something that both you guys will have to get used to, but also me, because I have a very hard time with delaying my schedule because I'm kind of a workaholic and also self-employed, which is kind of a double-edged sword. But it also means that I feel guilty when I delay things. I don't in this case because I know that my top priority is to my family at the moment. But suffice to say, with Assassin's Creed Shadows, I've still been kind of playing it in my off time just because it's a fun game. But generally speaking, there's not really much else to look forward to over the course of April unless we have like a big Trove update, which would be pretty awesome. The most substantial stuff that's going to be happening over the next week is going to be April 2nd, where Nintendo's going to talk about the Switch 2. I'm super excited for that, ready to drop down any amount of money that they ask for. God, I hope it's not 800 Canadian dollars. But then we're also going to be returning to Path of Exile 2 in a big way, because the new league is starting, which is pretty much just a huge update of content, not only just rebalancing the existing content, but adding so much more depth to the existing content with specters, new classes, new weapons, and all of this stuff. And I mean, I love Path of Exile 2, but it did kind of fall on the back burner for me and a lot of other people, as there was just so many big problems with the end game and with the current meta that hopefully end up getting resolved with this next league. So once again, I don't think I'm going to be able to do like the long 7-hour streams again for Path of Exile, but at the very least, you can expect that there will be a huge slew of Path of Exile content coming back to the channel. It's by no means a game that I plan on quitting or moving on from. It's just every now and then I might need to take a little bit of a break and pace myself while waiting for the next content drop. And yeah, other than that, the next big games that are coming out are all in May and June and whatever else. Like there's a couple games coming out in April, but not really anything you guys need to be super concerned about, because these are going to be games that I'll more than likely record in my off time and then just upload when I have a finished video. Like there's a Croc remaster, which was some PS1 game that me and my brother loved back in the day. I don't feel the need to do a full like unedited playthrough with you guys, just because I don't think anyone's gonna feel nostalgia for that game but me. But it's going to be one of those games that I'll slowly chip away at, and then maybe one day I'll release like the full playthrough that's going to be like 10 hours cut down to 1 hour or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that that's kind of all that's coming in April, is just all of these random little side games that I don't think I'm going to be like super focused on creating content on for you guys. It'll just be kind of when it's done type of deal. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, and I hope that you ended up enjoying this video. If you did, smash like, subscribe for more, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. Buy the merch you want to support the channel, which I've mentioned before, I'll mention again. We've got all the merch migrated over to Fourth Wall, which has been significantly cheaper merch than Spring. I hate Spring, their merch sucks. Very expensive for no reason. I do still want to end up doing a review of my merch at some point, but that kind of fell on the back burner. Suffice to say, I really like the hat's quality. You know, it doesn't have the green underneath it for the sake of my YouTube green screen, but also they can be different colors. So that's really neat. The shirt that I ordered also, it's basically the same as this one, but it feels more like a sticker plathered onto the front of it. It's not like it's cheaply made by any means. It was just kind of a bit of a surprise compared to like this one.